Hello and welcome to our session on emerging trends in rural marketing. Over the next few minutes, we will explore into the significant transformations shaping rural markets and how businesses are adapting to connect with this dynamic consumer base. Before we begin, let's outline our learning objectives for this lecture. By the end of this session, you should be able to understand the profound changes in rural markets, analyze key digital trends, evaluate new marketing strategies, and identify the challenges marketers face. These objectives will guide our exploration today. Let's start with the introduction. For a long time, rural India was viewed through a rather simplistic, stereotypical lens. It was often seen as a uniform, low income segment, heavily reliant on agriculture, with limited desires and slow to adopt new things. But how accurate is this perception today? Not very. This rural landscape has undergone a profound transformation. Today's rural India is dynamic and increasingly digital connected. Rural consumers are no longer passive, they are active participants in the marketplace, their aspirations mirroring urban trends. Although with unique priorities, the scale and potential of the rural market are truly immense. We are talking about approximately 65% of the India's population. This makes the rural economy a backbone of the national consumption. Recent trends even indicate a strong revival in rural demand, sometimes outpacing urban growth. For instance, the rural fast moving consumer goods or FMCG market was projected to hit US dollar 220 billion by 2025. What's fueling this? Key drivers include infrastructure development, rising income levels from diverse sources, greater financial inclusion, and sustained government focus on rural welfare. Yet, significant untapped opportunities remain. So, what is the way forward for marketers? The traditional 4 A's of rural marketing, that is, availability, affordability, awareness, and acceptability, remain absolutely essential. However, these must now be integrated with modern strategies. Marketers need to tailor their offerings to a rural consumer who is digitally savvy, diverse, and aspirational. This means leveraging digital platforms, innovating in last mile delivery, and building trust through transparent practices. The future lies in this balanced approach. Now, let's delve deeper into the changing landscape of rural marketing in India. The first major aspect is the shift in perception. For too long, rural markets were stereotyped, but as we have hinted, this view is outdated. A key shift is the remarkable rise in aspirations. Increased exposure to media and digital content has inspired rural consumers to desire branded goods, better education, and modern comforts, much like their urban counterparts. Rural youth, in particular, are becoming significant influencers in household purchasing decisions. Continuing with the shift in perception, the rapid rise in digital connectivity is a game changer. Affordable smartphones and data plans have brought the internet to rural doorsteps, empowering consumers with information and access to new services. Economically, rural households are no longer solely dependent on agriculture. We see economic diversification with multiple income streams, leading to more financial stability. And critically, we must remember that rural India is not monolithic. There is immense regional diversity, meaning marketing strategists must be highly customized. Let's talk about market size and growth. As mentioned, with roughly 65% of the population, rural India represents one of the largest consumer bases in the world. It's increasingly seen as an engine of future consumption. In fact, by early 2025, rural consumption showed strong recovery, sometimes even growing faster than in urban areas. The sheer scale, exemplified by the projected US dollar 2020 billion rural FMCG market by 2025, underscores its economic importance. What are the drivers behind this impressive growth? Several factors are at play. Infrastructure development, including better roads and connectivity, is crucial. We are also seeing rising income levels supported by both agricultural improvements and diverse non-farm sources. Financial inclusion through banking and digital payments like UPI has empowered rural consumers. Furthermore, government support through various development policies has created a conducive environment. Despite this progress, many rural areas remain underserved, presenting significant opportunities for businesses. A core principle in this evolving landscape is the need for integrating tradition with transformation. The classic four A's: availability, affordability, awareness, and acceptability remain fundamental. Price sensitivity and trust are still paramount. However, relying solely on old methods is insufficient. Why? Because today's rural consumer is more informed and connected. This necessitates modern adaptation, using digital platforms for awareness, considering e-commerce channels, tailoring messages to aspirations, innovating last mile delivery, and building trust both offline and online. Success pivots on this blend. So, to briefly recap this section on the changing landscape, we have seen a significant shift in perception away from outdated stereotypes. The market size is vast and growing, fueled by multiple positive developments. And crucially, the core principle for marketers is to intelligently integrate traditional approaches with transformative new strategies. So, I can say that everyone is clear on these foundational changes. This sets the stage for understanding these specific emerging trends. Let's now move to the key emerging trends in rural marketing. The first major trend is digital transformation and connectivity, which is truly bridging the urban-rural divide. Under this, we see the rapid growth of internet and smartphone use. Initiatives like BharatNet, coupled with affordable data and smartphones, have democratized digital access. India is projected to have around 900 million internet users by 2025, with rural regions contributing almost half. This isn't just about numbers, it's profoundly reshaping lifestyles and how rural consumers make decisions. From farmers using apps like Kisan Suvidha to accessing entertainment, telemedicine, and researching products online. Alongside internet adoption, we are seeing the growing use of digital payments. Platforms like UPI are experiencing rapid growth in rural India because they are simple and convenient. This shift facilitates online shopping, enhances financial inclusion, and opens doors to financial products. This leads us to the mobile first approach. For most rural users, the smartphone is the primary, often only, gateway to the internet. What does this mean for marketers? It means digital experiences must be optimized for mobile. Lightweight apps, simple interfaces in regional languages, and even catering to the growing preferences for voice search. And let's not forget, SMS remain a surprisingly effective channel in areas with patchy internet. Let's explore e-commerce and new retail models designed to reach the rural consumers. A significant trend here is the growth of rural e-commerce. Online shopping is no longer an urban phenomenon. Smaller towns and rural areas are becoming major drivers. It's expected that by 2026, over 60% of all online purchases will originate from these regions. Major players like Amazon and Flipkart are actively expanding their reach, while social commerce platforms like Meesho are empowering individuals. Initiatives like Flipkart Samarth are even helping rural artisans. However, challenges like logistics, trust, and digital literacy persist. To address some of these e-commerce challenges and cater to existing preferences, we see the rise of phygital experiences. Phygital, a blend of physical and digital, works well where consumers value the touch and feel aspect, but also desire online variety. Think of a local shopkeeper using a tablet to showcase more products, or a customers ordering online for pickup at a trusted local store. This model cleverly bridges the digital divide. Another evolving model is direct to consumers. Here, brands sell directly to rural customers, often via websites or WhatsApp, bypassing traditional intermediaries. This offers better control and customer relationships but makes logistics a key challenge. Dear learners, we'll discuss the further points of key emerging trends in the next video of emerging trends in rural marketing. Thank you so much for listening.